like the Epstein Island, for example, for so long.
Oh, Bartek's about to open a can of worms.
I'm bringing another one, all right?
Let's do it.
For so long, from what I understand, it's been like a conspiracy theory. And don't get me wrong, I'm not this kind of like Alex Jones kind of guy that I
We
believe.
need to
that
get
the
Alex
Earth
Jones
is
on the
flat.
podcast. We need Alex
One
Jones
day,
on the
one day.
podcast.
We love Alex Jones, by the way. Yeah, but I'm not like a theorist that I believe that the Earth is flat, but I always say that there is, to a certain degree, there is something to every single stupid thing.
No, you're 100% right. And like, listen, Alex Jones, he said a bunch of crazy shit in the past. You know how these people that are very conspiratorial are, but there, I remember. Look, I'm jotting the deep archives of my memory. I remember seeing a video of Alex Jones when he was way younger, like years ago, and he was talking about, yo, listen, there's this guy. He's got an island out in, I don't even know where the hell Epstein's Island was. He's got an island out here. They're doing messed up shit with kids, all that stuff. And then you see that shit surface. When did that come about? Like last, like...
Yeah, it's very recent.
It's relatively recently.
Epstein died like last year, something like that.
I think it might be like 2 years ago.
Maybe 2 years ago.
But I think there
it
were
was
some
still
already
recent.
like people talking about the stuff maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. He was actually convicted once, but again,
He was too connected.
the conviction that he got, it was some bullshit. Like he was able to leave the jail because he was working. Like they basically like paid off the judges and stuff like that, and he literally got like minor sentence.
But at the same time, imagine how influential you have to be to have a guest list like Jeffrey Epstein. He, from what I understand, he even had connections like Clintons, like all the big names.
Oh, big
all the
time,
big names.
big time. And you know what's crazy? I think it's funny how like different political parties, you're seeing lists come out from both sides, and there's differences among who had visited the island. But what's crazy is that there are a lot of people that appear on both lists. So, like you said, like the Clintons. What was the thing? There was like some photo of one of them with like a red dress on in like the mansion there. Like
Yeah, I
what?
think it was like Bill Clinton. It's something crazy, but you also have to remember there were different lists. Let's say one of the lists was like people that visit the island. The other list was about the people that like use the jet. And again, he would let a lot of people use his jet, a lot of like influential people. So he kind of, I guess, builds the bond with them. So like the more people he knew, like the easier it was for him to like kind of maneuver and do whatever he was doing. So when you think about that, he knew so many people, and apparently everything that was going on the island was being recorded. So from all these recordings that he got, he was basically able to blackmail anyone about everything. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories about that, and some of them are saying that he was a spy, or he was like working for, let's say, British intelligence agency.
Why do I feel like I even heard Mossad?
Yeah, or Mossad.
Yeah.
So the thing about Mossad, so when you think about that, okay, Ghislaine Maxwell, she's a daughter of Robert Maxwell. And Robert Maxwell is being said to be like, he was apparently a spy of Mossad, of Israel. Even on his funeral, he was being buried on Mount Olives. And the way it works in Israel is that on Mount Olives is basically just saved for the heroes or for people that did something for the country. So when he was being buried, they had prime ministers, they had president, they had ex-chiefs of intelligence agency, and I think the prime minister even said that what Robert Maxwell did for the country, there is still not a lot being told about that, but he did so much for them. So it only tells you that if he was like their spy and he had a daughter Ghislaine, of course I'm sure like they were in on it.
I like how you said that, bro. Good looking, bro. That's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, but also you have to imagine this. How much is there going on in the world right now we have zero idea about?
Oh, a ton of stuff.
Because imagine this. If you do something shady, you don't want this to surface. So 9 times out of 10, this shit will not surface. And this is only one time it does. And we seeing this, we are like, oh my God. And what's below the water level is like the iceberg.
Oh, yeah.
90% of this is
There's so much
still
stuff that
underwater.
we have no idea
Yeah,
about.
And we might never even find out.
We might.
What about all this like Vatican archives?
Oh my
Like
god.
there's so much different stuff that we might never find out about, or we're gonna find out in like 100 years or 200 years or like
Yeah, because
in 5 years. Like who knows?
every so often they like declassify documents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, when you talked about the Vatican archives, Catholic Church, for most of human history, that was most powerful institution in the world. You can compare it to like modern day, for example, CIA, in terms of what they knew. Like they knew everything in medieval times, say, right? They were the strongest entity on the planet. And what possibly in the world can they have in those archives? Bro, there's probably about every single king in Europe, every single event, there is something in those archives.
Dude,
I tell you
that's
what.
crazy because I've genuinely wondered what the hell they have in those archives over there. But I like how you said that about different kings and stuff at that point in time.
It really has to be some like gruesome stuff, some like crazy stuff that if it would like go out to public, people would be like literally like
Absolutely.
protesting, like panicking, or like I don't even know what would happen. But it has to be something that really would like worry people. So the simple fact that they never want to declassify it, never want to say anything about that, they're keeping it so secret. It can't be just anything like good, average, or normal. It has to be something crazy in it. That the fact that they're protecting it so much.
Yeah.
Bartek, what do you think?
I'm thinking like, right now, we have no idea what's there. And probably, don't get me wrong, there are probably thousands upon thousands of like documents about nothing almost. Because they've been writing down everything. But between 100 documents, there is this one. And they never want it to surface. Just like Connor said.
That's factual.
Probably, if it surfaces, we might even change the way we perceive our history.
Perceive our history, perceive the Catholic Church, whatever it may
Absolutely.
be.
Perceive a lot of things, 100%.
And not for nothing, guys. I'm so sorry because I don't want to offend anyone who is a believer because I respect that. But at the same time, you have to realize that when you have a confession in the Catholic Church, you basically tell all your sins, so all the bad stuff, to the priest. And he does not tell this knowledge to anybody, but he keeps it. And I'm confessing, for example, that's nothing. I maybe cheated on wife, maybe I stolen something, maybe I did some other stuff. But when kings are confessing, that's another different story.
They're taking that information in.
Because when
They're
they are
taking mental
confessing,
notes.
bro, they are maybe sharing some shit that would never otherwise surface.
Oh yeah.
Because they thought it wouldn't, and it will probably will never surface because it's deep down in the archives.
That's crazy.
And just going back real quick to the Jeffrey Epstein, I've seen a lot of conspiracy theories about that, and some of them are saying that he was working for Mossad, as I already said, and basically they were using him.
Connor, how did he die? We can't include that on the episode.
We have to.
We'll get to that in a second, but I just want to finish my thought real quick. So some people are saying that he was working for Mossad, and basically he was trying to get in touch with all these influential people, like let's say Bill Clinton or like Trump or other people, get them to do something that's illegal, something that public would hate, record it, give it to Mossad, so the way they can blackmail him and like ask him for do whatever they want, so they're not gonna release it.
And similar to what you said, that kind of reminds me of the few things I've heard about Bohemian Grove. You know Bohemian Grove?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So Bohemian Grove, it's like, now I don't know how true this is. Again, I'm about to make a reference to Alex Jones, but
we love the guy.
Yeah, but he's hit on some shit in the past, so you can't like 100% discredit the dude. But he even broke into Bohemian Grove so many years back. I don't remember when it was exactly, but
Oh, it's a long time ago.
yeah. But he was pretty much saying things along the lines of they do gay rituals and stuff of that nature to pretty much compromise people and have dirt on them, so to speak. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but they would have straight men engaging in gay activities so that, like I said, it's no different than a fraternity doing like hazing or something.
Yeah, it's not wrong to be gay, but at the same time you have to realize if it's, for example, a Republican Party member who is strongly against this, he's supporter of transgender family, and now that would surface a material of him taking part in like gay orgy, bro, he's done. He's done.
He's done. They have something on you.
But when I was trying to search for these videos from Bohemian Grove, first of all, I would put that on YouTube. Nothing would pop up. You have to go to some like side videos. You have to like fast forward for like tens of minutes, and then you find this video that's made in like 240p. Like you can basically, it's hard to see anything. It looks like it's made with like a calculator. So when I see something like this, I don't really know if it has like any truth to that, but apparently there is a grain of truth to every of these theories. So.
All right, now Conrad, I gotta ask you, bro. Like, just going back to what I said before, how did Epstein die, bro? What are we thinking?
Dude, honestly.
By the way, is this even something that we could talk on YouTube? It's fine, right?
Bro, we're not gonna be taken down? We'll see. I don't know.
Let's put it this way. I think Epstein was a very connected dude. So, however you
And
want
he might or may not die in a certain way.
He might come for us.
What do you think, bro?
Yeah, he'll not sue us, come on.
No, he's not going to come from us, but you might get someone under witness protection named, like, George, I don't fucking know, George Alberto, who's actually looks a little bit like him. He might be under witness protection.
Dude,
Bro,
honestly, I feel like there are only two possibilities, which one of them being he knew too much, so someone had to eliminate him, so he wouldn't sell people that did bad stuff. And the other possibility is that maybe somehow they helped him escape, just because he knew so much and then he was so connected. Again, it happened to be that all the cameras were off. It happened to be that guards never saw what was happening.
Come on, bro. Are people stupid? Like, if you believe that the cameras were off, like, come on, dude.
Like, the one thing that I know for certain is that he didn't kill himself. He did not. Like, I don't believe that. I refuse to believe this.
I very much agree with that, honestly. I very much agree with that.
But look at this. It's like you said, guys. Always like when something like that happens, it's like, oh, the camera was off, the guard was on his brake. Like, come on. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Like, there's
bro,
no way
it's like you shouldn't look for a conspiracy everywhere, but sometimes it's just like screaming at you
Agreed.
that there is something
When
wrong
I look
with
at this, it seems to me like the stars aligned so perfectly that everything happened to be not working. Someone happened to be not looking. Like, it just, I don't believe in shit like this. Let's be real. Like, there's no way it just coincidentally happened, like, that everything was off, no one was looking.
And yo, isn't it crazy just how fast crazy crap like this just gets swept under the rug? Like, oh yeah, the cameras were off, the guy died, right? The guy killed himself, right? Now, you never hear about Epstein again. Meanwhile, if let's just say like Trump or some other person like this says something, that's all the news is going to be playing for the next God knows